Hi there. Today, I want to talk to you about something that a lot of folks are doing, which is cutting cable. Now, when you cut cable, maybe it's just that you don't use the TV all that often. Maybe it's just that stuff you like to watch is on YouTube. Or maybe you're just trying to save a bunch of money. Now, when we cut cable, our thought was there's tons and tons of channels on cable, and we don't use all that many. And many of them we can get over the air with an antenna that costs 40 or 50 bucks. So we chose Sling. And what I would say is Sling is a very interesting way of cutting costs, because what Sling does is it takes programs on the network and it pulls them from different geological areas. So the reason I know this is because I will see commercials that say, hey, watch Chicago's #1 news team. Well, I'm not in Chicago. I'm in the Washington, D.C. area. So it's obviously pulling this specific channel from Chicago. And the other thing to know with Sling is that it's not immediate. Generally, there's about a 2 or 3 minute delay. So if a show is supposed to start at 8, might be 8:03 that it starts. And that's okay for me. I would say if I was really into sports and I wanted to see the sport as soon as when it started, okay, in that case, I may not want Sling and I may want cable. But for the most part, Sling is pretty good. It does depend on Wi-Fi, and sometimes the Wi-Fi is a bit iffy, even though I do have very good Wi-Fi. So sometimes there are outages, sometimes there are pauses, but for the most part, paying $30 or $40 versus $100 or more for cable, I would really recommend it. Now, there's other things like YouTube TV, Hulu has a TV package. These are the sorts of things that you want to research online. There are tons and tons of reviews. We chose Sling, but you may find, okay, YouTube TV is better. Hulu TV is better. I'm sure Amazon has a TV package. But in my opinion, what I would say is if you're willing to kind of allow for a little bit less of an easy time, if you're willing to say, okay, occasionally it's going to buffer. If you're willing to say, okay, the show might start 2 minutes later than it normally would, then this is for you. If you really need to have the show on immediately, no problem, no trouble, then there's not an alternative past cable right now that can do that. And I would also say I would kind of like to just have pick and choose channels, like say, okay, I want these 5 channels and that's it. That option is not quite really there yet. That's what I hope for. But how about you? Have you cut cable? Have you gone with Sling, YouTube TV, Amazon's Choice, Hulu TV, something else? How do you like it? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.